Hello folks, Fat Guy Flies RC here. Today we're going to take up and do the Maiden on my Marlin 2.0. Now it's not, if you buy it, it's still the Marlin. It's not the Marlin 2.0. I'm calling it the Marlin 2.0 because this is my second Marlin. So I'm going to call it Marlin 2.0. Previous Marlin, great plane. Tip stalled it behind me. Last time, broke the fuselage in 3 places. The wing already had a big break in it. And that plane had already been crashed twice. I broke the wing before, hit that power line. And I just opted to buy a new plane. The plane's $159. I kept the old one for all those parts. And so I just bought a new one. Now, what is completely new to me today, and it actually makes this a real Maiden, is I'm running the AR630 antennaless smart receiver that has safe and AS3X and all that programming that you use forward programming on in order to get it to work. So, and I have my DX9 updated, the latest firmware, so I was able to do that. Okay, so I enclosed a video or a link to the video on how to learn how to do that. I don't even want to dare try to explain that one. You just have to watch that video. e-flite puts it out, Spectrum puts it out. Okay, right, left, up, down, right, left. Okay, all my control surfaces are doing correctly. Motor's on. So we're going to take it down here. But anyways, I don't even want... The last video where I did the overview of the build of this, because I didn't have my camera on, so I just did an overview build, and I put a link to in that video to the video that tells you how to do your forward programming. So and it's very easy to explain. Okay, so we're gonna put this in range test, because you always do a range test, especially on a Maiden, and especially with something that you're not, especially something you're not familiar with. All right, we got movement and everything. Make sure I got it out of, take it out of range test. And I left the gains, which is the compensation of the control surfaces, against the wind, or the AS3X settings. I only programmed the AS3X. I did not program in the safe. You know what I need to do? I need to do a CG. So with a jet, I don't know if you can see, but you can see the little black marks here. That's where the CG is. Just imagine the point of this decal straight out, and that's where your CG is. So let me put my fingers on that mark. And I should, or slightly nose heavy, which is what I want, but not a whole bunch light nose heavy. And I may try to move that battery even further back to make it more, not even nose heavy at all, just nice and level. But anyways, I have the gains at the factory settings that the receiver came in, which they don't really compensate that much. Let me check that real quick. You power up the motor. Okay, so she's definitely up over 25. Yeah, they're just working a little bit. Now I can make the gains a little bit stronger if it looks like she's not reacting enough. So a little nervous, because this is a Maiden of the my new Marlin. Okay, well, let's just go with it.
Landing flaps.
Fly around nice and slow. Got the flaps all the way down.
Flaps up.
Taking the flaps out. Only going half throttle right now. Whoa. Oh, well, hey. Won't be no damage there.
Flaps up.
Didn't have enough power there. Come in too slow. All right. Yeah.
Take off flaps.
Sorry I'm up high, I know.
Landing flaps.
Whoa. Bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, I should have came in with more speed, let her roll more. So let's get her down here where I like to stand for my jets. We're gonna try landing her. Not too bad. Had a bounce there, but I recovered.
Take off flaps.
Okay, we're gonna try landing her with takeoff flaps. See how she reacts. Not bad. Okay. And we'll let her take off with takeoff flaps. The wind has now died, so I definitely want to use my flaps. Yeah.
Landing flaps.
This time we will do full landing flaps. Didn't have enough speed.
Flaps up.
I think she did better with no flaps at all, to be honest with you. She's a very small plane, so I know she looks like a speck right now. You know what? Bring her by for a nice pass. I'm running a that AR630, so it does have the AS3X, has safe and the ability to program in safe, but I don't have that in there. Gonna need flaps this time. Gonna need flaps. I came in with more speed that time, so definitely gonna need some flaps. Touch and go, accidental. Got my flaps down still. Yeah, I need to work on my mix. I got too much down elevator. I'm having to fight it. man, the wind kicked up suddenly.
Flaps up.
All right, we got a minute. We're gonna call that quits though, because I think I had my timer set for 5 minutes, and do have a decent sized foresail, but I don't want to run the risk. All right, I think if I can move that CG back just a touch, it'd be good. But there you go. I think I'm gonna call that a successful maiden. Man, that wind just kicked up out of, look at them flags. All right, well folks, there you go. That's the Marlin, with very strong landing gear, as you can see. Have to, right? So let me show you where I put the, yes, you turn the motor off, but there's no prop to catch you, but still, just a good practice. But the AR-630 is in there, did wonderfully. Now this little piece of wood that you see right here, I put that in there just to keep the battery from accidentally or anything flopping around and accidentally hitting that bind button. I could just run, I'm very leery of that bind button getting hit by something flopping around in there. But I think I'm going to move that bar back so I can put that battery back just a little bit more. See, the way the CG is now, I got it where the plane kind of sits like this, slightly nose down. I want it to be more level, so that means I got to move the plane or the battery back just a touch. And remember, the old rule of thumb is, if she's too nose heavy for you, move your battery back towards the tail a little bit. If she's too tail heavy, then move your battery towards the nose a little bit until you're happy. So folks, thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to call that a very good maiden for my second Marlin. All right folks, y'all have a good one.